Yo, what's up? You watching this instead of doing something productive?
Right, just kidding.
Well, welcome to day 4 of my world tour, you guys. I am in Samarkand. We're on the way there. Yesterday I was in Tashkent, and still same deal. I'm sleeping in a tent and I hitchhike. As I mentioned in the previous video, I slept in the house of my grandfather's spiritual leader, whatever the cult leader name is. We call it Per. But I am safe, I'm still alive, nothing bad happened to me. And this is the dastarkhan, this is the kind of food that they gave me. It was good, but I still got some more food later. So I was at the taxi stop where the taxi drivers gather people for a road, and one guy offered me a seat in his car. Oh, and by the way, this is how the taxi driver get their customers. Yeah, so in order to get to Samarkand, I made this, out of cardboard box, I made this sign, and I showed people how to make it. It's pretty easy. You get the cardboard box, you rip it apart, but it's too long, so you should make it a little bit shorter next time. Oh, and while I was making the sign, the kind people from the marker place, they gave me some tea. And yeah, the journey continues. I didn't stand for too long. A car stopped by. A really kind soul picked me up. His name is Ergash. And what's interesting, he works for like the national security, sort of like a, not FBI I would say, but like each country has like security agency. Like KMB in Kazakhstan or KGB in the Soviet Union. Basically, they're above the police. So an interesting pattern I noticed in my travels, which category of people is most likely to help me out? It's the national security, policemen, former military or current military. So anyone who's associated with that type of stuff, they are the ones who help me. Yeah guys, and with this we arrive in Samarkand. In total I covered 1700, so 1775 kilometers. Now, Siyop pazarları Düşen günleri istemiydi. Mineki Bibi hanım işte. Men осы жерде бірінші рет Демирді көрдім. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Demir and Ana are the guys who inspired me on this world tour because they were the OGs, the original gangsters who were traveling the world like I do now. They were tenting and hitchhiking and selling bracelets, and I met them and I got fascinated, and it was like a virus that spread on to me, and hopefully I spread it to other people too. Yeah, I remember I was not in the mood. I was feeling kind of shitty after the breakup especially, and then I was walking by and he was sitting right there and I gave him, I don't know what, but it made me smile. I gave him a smile and he gave me a smile too. Oh, and for the record, what you're looking at, basically, you remember guy Tamerlane? He was like an emperor, a ruler of Central Asia. This is Central Asian Taj Mahal, basically, except for the tragic part. He built this mosque, or ordered to build this mosque, in honor of his favorite wife, Bibi Khanum, whom he acquired in his Indian conquests. And she was still alive when this was built. Kind of a beautiful story, right? Sonda da tur. Sonda da ağlamaptı. De. Again, so sorry for the quality of the video, you guys. I lost the footage and I re-downloaded from my YouTube channel. But here I am walking inside. This is Registan Square, basically. And as you can see, I sneaked past the security guards and sneaked into one of the towers with the help of a tour guide. And this was perfectly timed because by the time I reached the top, Adhan or call to the prayer starts. So yeah, here's a sneak peek into inside of one of those madrasa, which is like Islamic school in ancient times. Then of course, here's the tomb of the great Tamerlane, builder of empires. So where his sarcophagus, where his body is, yeah. Oh, by the way, you guys, you want to hear a fascinating story behind Tamerlane's tomb? Basically, in 1941, June of 1941, Soviet anthropologists led by Professor Gerasimov in the Soviet Union, they went to kind of uncover and open up the tomb of Tamerlane, and the local elders warned them to not do it, citing his words before death that Tamerlane said, "Whoever disturbs my tomb is going to unleash a curse or an invader much worse than I was." And 2 days later, the Nazi Germany launched Operation Barbarossa against the Soviet Union, a result of which was about 20 million people dying. That was like the biggest human catastrophe in history. It was part of the Second World War. It was insane. 2 of my grandfathers died in that war, by the way. Here's some photos of handsome me in front of it, taken by an Indian dude. He told me, if you think this is cool, you should go see Taj Mahal and you should go see buildings in India. And, well, he wasn't wrong, but I'll discover that later. Oh my god, guys, you will not believe how long and how hard it was to find a good spot for tenting. This was my first ever time pitching a tent on my journey. It was day 4, right? Remember in Bishkek, I didn't do it. I just slept inside my sleeping bag and was not very good sleep. But I realized that I can't keep going on like this. So I went, found a place behind a booth. Then I realized there's a camera. Also, I was scared of the dogs barking nearby. Then I found some sort of pit with like layers. It's hard to explain. I went back and forth after kind of choosing a place to see if it's visible from the left, from the right, from the center, like from around when people walk around. Like it took me a good 1 hour after finding that location to choose where to put it. I secured it right like under the tree. So the tree bushes or whatever were covering me and everything. But it was super scary. And in the morning, while I was gathering it up, the policeman came and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm so glad that I was caught in the morning and not at night. So yeah, guys, this was the end of the day 4 of my world tour. If you really liked it, please support me on PayPal, whatever, I don't care. And I guess I'll see you around. Bye-bye now.